Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at something that you probably haven't seen yet, and that is going to be Shadow Suicune in the Great League with its new addition, Scold. Let's have a little fun. We're going to be getting stabbed from that Scold, of course, because Suicune is going to be a pure water type. Suicune, Shadow. This is one of those Pokemon where it works even better as a Shadow because it already has a pretty good bulky stat product. So losing 20% of that is not going to really affect it too much. Now, taking a look at the hidden power, we do have ground. Now, each Suicune could have a potential different hidden ground or a hidden power move. I have several different ones. I do believe it is going to be a legacy for the hidden powers now. I forgot. But the other ones that I do have, they just go way above the Great League, so there's just no way I can use them. So I'll just hold on to them for potential future trades. But I do have this nice Shadow here. This is why it's always kind of nice to just battle Giovanni when he has a different Shadow legendary, so you can just have it in your inventory. An exception, I will say, will be, personally, I'm sure it'll be interesting in some scenarios, but I skipped Regigigas. I skipped it. I'm going to hold on to the Rocket Radar for whatever he has next because Regigigas is just simply garbage. Okay, let's be honest. All right, now, not just Shadow Suicune here. We're also going to be looking at pretty much the new mascot of the channel. I should get a new logo. It's going to be revolving around Venusaur, Shadow Venusaur. I've already made the shirts, Frenzy Plants. Oh, shoot. You guys are loving that shirt. There's been many orders already, so I appreciate the support. And one thing, do not wash them in the dryer. Hang dry them, okay? Just a little tip there. All right, anyways, let's get into the commentary. If you can hit that like button and show me some support, that'd be much appreciated. And I really do thank you for doing that. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Let's get into this and see what we have. So we're going to be going with Snarl here. I swear it had Bubble. I swear this thing had Bubble, but I guess it doesn't. So unfortunately, we're not going to have that. But hey, Snarl still works because it does farm up energy pretty fast. So Scold on Suicune with the attack up by 20%. It's amazing. And then having that Ice Beam coverage is also going to be great too. Of course, Lantern or water types are going to completely shut me down, but that's where the Venusaur comes into play. So yeah, Venusaur, I mean, do I really need to explain it? It is Shadow Venusaur. It does not care what type you are. The only thing, again, that will completely bring this thing to its knees is going to be Skarmory. That's essentially what is going to do that. Talonflame can't even stand up against it all the time because of Sludge Bomb. All right, taking that win with Vigoroth, going crazy with that crazy monkey. Next game, leading with Venusaur, we are met with a Lantern. Fantastic. They're going to be swapping into a Charizard, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our good old Suicune. Oh, shoot. Now, I spent about $200,000 on this Great League Suicune, okay, powering it up, which actually took a decent amount of Stardust, and it landed right on 1,500, which is just chef's freaking kiss. Are you kidding me? Mwah, beautiful. And then the secondary move was like 120,000 Stardust, so I was really hoping it did something, and here we are, and it sure damn did. Let's go. Skull does have a chance to lower your opponent's attack too, so you also have that to look forward to. Bringing in the Vigoroth, the only reason why we're doing this is because what we've seen in the front, we know they have a Lantern, and we kind of want to just wear out their energy here. So despite Psychic being debuffed, people are still using it as if it's, you know, still carrying on, you know, as usual, which is great, which is fine. Going for that Frenzy Plant, getting their last shield here. I was afraid that they might almost have two Ice Punches, but they're going for a Psychic, which leads me to believe that they might just have Power Up Punch. So great. What we're going to do here is build up to two Frenzy Plants since they did exhaust all that energy on their Medicham, taking them out with one shot there, and then we're going to go for another Frenzy Plant. We don't even need to hit the bubbles here, and we'll take the win with our Venusaur, man. This thing is, I love it. I love it, Venusaur. All right, next game. The algorithm said, no. You're going a little too hard. So we're going to hit you with a costume Ninetales. So we swap into Vigoroth, and they do bring in, what was that? Okay. Superior. Sounds good to me. Rock Sliding it up. Now, was Rock Slide a necessary move to go there? I think I screwed up. Yeah, I think a couple of Body Slams would have sufficed instead of that. But I don't know. I was a little how do you put this without saying too much? I was on that Venusaur diesel, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's go ahead and leave it at that. Now we do need to look out for Aerial Ace, which is going to do a lot of damage here, but we're going to let this one go. Oh wait, we figured out that they don't have it. They had all grass moves, right? So they go for the Tornado, and then we swap into our Suicune here, hoping that they don't have Solar Frickin' Beam. Hitting me with a Weather Ball sounds good to me. And Scold is going to definitely KO this Ninetales here. Do they want to shield it up? Absolutely not. Letting it go. What do you have in the back? Bringing in that Superior so I can farm a little bit more. And they have a Dredagon. Ice Beam. Ice, baby. Get that out of here. All right, next game. What are we going to see? Double wall. Okay, we'll take it. Resisting the double kick, but the body slam will start to add up as well as spammy. And then we can also look forward to a potential surprise payback, which will pretty much one-shot this Venusaur here. We're going to go ahead and shield up this first one, body slam, okay? And they're going to retreat, bringing in a Lickitung. We're going to go ahead and spam them, well, not spam, hit them with a Frenzy Plant here, doing extreme damage, and then bringing in the Vigoroth so we can go ahead and just counter them down, leaving us with a good amount of energy after this battle here, as the Lick is not very effective, so we don't have to worry about that. Going for that Power Whip, bringing us down to about half health, and they swapped into, was that a Flyer? Oh yeah, sure was. Okay, so Mantane's going to take a lot of damage from the Rock Slide. Now we're going to go ahead and go for the Body Slam here. And we bring them down to the point where we're comfortable to let this go, even though this is not even going to KO. I think we might even get to a Body Slam. Oh my, we counter them down. Wow, okay, Vigoroth is just so OP. The IVs on this thing they're really good, actually. Yeah, they're pretty good on this. You get what you get when it comes down to Shadow, Legendary specifically. When it comes down to these other random Shadows like this Venusaur here, you kind of get what you get too. I hunted my ass off for it. You better believe me, okay, when I say that. But it just simply always gave me garbage. So there's really nothing you can do at that. All right, next game, met with a Greedent. The chunky squirrel that can just absorb hits, sort of. When it comes to Frenzy Plant though, Shadow plus Stab. Yeah, sure, it can take one, but that's pretty much it. Two, technically, because, yeah, so pretty much bringing them down to no health here. We haven't shielded it up. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. I want to farm them down. Beautiful. Coming out of this with energy, but they do have a shield. So we're going to go ahead and throw, what was that, a Water Flyer? Was that another Mantane? Yeah, sure was. So I throw the Frenzy Plant because that still will do a lot of damage, and then swap into Vigoroth because I don't want the Venusaur to go down quite yet here. And we're going to go straight for a Rock Slide because they've only got one shield left. Let's see if they want to use that last one. They let it go. Sounds good. And again, these Mantanes are just really not hard hitting. It's definitely a good Pokemon, and we are playing in the Remix Cup, by the way. Okay. Because I wouldn't mind a Azumarill because we have Venusaur, but yeah. All right, so they're bringing in the Frostlass to farm us up a good amount too. Frostlass does not need much time to build up a lot of energy here. We're gonna let this go. Shadow Ball. Look at Suicune. Look at Suicune just absorbing a Shadow Ball, and it's Shadow itself. Are you serious? Hitting him with Scald and then farming them down with that quick move. Getting to another Scald, it's not very effective, but it certainly will KO. I almost forgot that they're water, so I hit the bubbles at the end there because they probably wouldn't have been KO'd if I let them all go. Next game, we have kind of a double-edged sword here with the Pillow Swine. Super effective with the ice, super effective with the grass right back at them, and we kind of have this CMP tie here. And for whatever reason, I was thinking, I couldn't remember if at this point they will beat me to the next Avalanche. Oh, never mind. Okay, I was thinking of the wrong game. I guess I seen a couple of Pillow Swine to the front because no algorithm. Who the hell sees that? All right, so they're swapping into a Charizard. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Suicune. I mean, Blast Burn's not very effective, so it's just going to be the Dragon Claw. They let it go and bring in their Ampharos because they are ready to go to take on this Electric or to take on this Water with their Electric. Going for the Scald and getting their last shield, but this Ampharos is going to be loaded up with energy here. So I think we're going to want to bring in the Vigoroth to kind of, again, just absorb some of these hits, and then we'll take care of business with the Venusaur after this here. So Thunder Punch. I thought I was going to catch a Thunder Punch here. So I throw my Venusaur. Check it out. Let's see. Dragon Pulse. This is definitely a Community Day Ampharos. Probably just made it as well. Hitting me with a Thunder Punch, but we survive with 1 HP and get to the damn Frenzy Plant. And then what's going to happen here? Oh, we've got a Body Slam. This is not enough. We need one more counter. I was thinking, you know, Rock Slide's not very effective, but they're also ice type. I wonder if Rock Slide would have been enough, but who cares? We take that win. Next game, met with a Vigoroth here. This is actually pretty decent, and they know it too. And so they swap into their Frostlass, and I don't really go anywhere because this is going to KO. I mean, that will KO if they let it go, so I figured let's just get a shield. Swap into the Suicune, and we'll just handle it here. That's okay. We'll shield the Shadow Ball so we can have full health, and then go for the Skull to take out this Frostlass here, and we're going to be looking pretty good. Bringing back the Vigoroth, and unfortunately they're going to be able to hit this Body Slam before I hit the Skull to potentially lower their attack, and it does a decent amount. I don't know if they're going to be able to counter us down at this point. We might be able to get to another Skull. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I don't know. Actually, nope. Oh my goodness. That was clean. Okay, so I was between an animation there. I swapped. We have a Skull ready to go, okay? So we're bringing in the Vigoroth here. Well, they can't go Shadow Ball. This is obviously a Poison Fang. I probably shielded it up for a reason. I have a plan here. I have a plan. Okay, we're not gonna... Oh, we outpaced them. No kidding. No freaking kidding. This is not gonna KO though, unfortunately. It's gonna do a lot, even though it's Shadow, and they're farming me all the way down. So I have to think about this. So I bring in the Venusaur so they can go ahead and use up their energy. Suicune has a charge move ready to go. And this just simply doesn't work out, unfortunately. Well, we'll see what happens here. Going for the Skull, then I think they bring back their Vigoroth to catch it. It was over anyways, and they take the win with 1 HP. I had to leave that one in there. That was a good game nonetheless. All right. I had a bunch of games where literally my opponent had about 1 HP. It was freaking crazy. All right, next game, we had a good lead there, right? They're going to be swapping into a Jumpluff. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Vigoroth and go for the Rock Slide, as this is going to be a flyer. Body Slam will still do a lot, but we're going to go ahead and do that Rock Slide first. So we're going to go ahead and shield. I think I'll actually double shield them because the lead was so great. We will risk that here. They're not going to be fairy winding me down anytime soon. We're getting close, but no bueno. Getting to the next Body Slam before they get to their charge move, which is big. If they double shield here, this is a loss. Okay, so they let it go. Trying to recover the situation here. Vigoroth holding on by an inch. Bringing in Swampert to get a good amount of energy by farming us down, which is a good strategy. And we already know they're going to be hitting us with Earthquake, but I don't want to use my last shield, so we're going to let it go. We've got 1 HP and a Frenzy Plant ready to go, so we have to remember that. This is obviously going to be a Hydro Cannon, so we'll let that go. Not very effective, but still doing kind of a stupid amount of damage. Swampert is just dumb. Swampert is just stupid. But what about Venusaur? That was a little... yeah, no. Yeah, it is pretty good too, but not in comparison to Swampert. It's a stupid ass spam. All right, so we have a Shadow Obamasnow. Okay, so we're just gonna go Scold. Get a shield anyway. Shield this battle for both of us. This is looking actually pretty okay here. We're just gonna bring in our Venusaur, immediately go for the Frenzy Plant and take the win. That was awesome, right? That was good. Let's go. All right, folks, if you haven't hit the like button, make sure you do so. We've got a nice long video here. Another great lead up against a Whiscash. They're gonna be swapping into a Dragonair. This was a screw up. Yeah, I absolutely screwed this up for sure. Go ahead and let me know. I know I did. I should have bring in the Vigoroth. But you know, technically this is not like, oh, you're such a horrible matchup. What are you doing? You're so stupid. I mean, it's not great, but it's, you know, whatever. Dragonair Shadow, huh? So we bring back the Venusaur. I'm thinking, I screwed this up. Frenzy Plant will be enough. It's not very effective, but it'll still be enough. They use their last shield, so I swap into the Vigoroth to catch this and really hold on to that Venusaur. If they really want to do that, okay. So we've lost the matchup here up against the Whiscash. So at this point, what we're going to have to do is pretty much let them KO, and then we're just going to have to put all of our hope into the Shadow Venusaur like we've always done and many a times before, and it's always pulled through for us, even when it's just facing almost incredibly unrealistic odds to win. And unfortunately, we do not farm them down here, but we still do have a shield left. So what is going to happen? We have to what? See, oh, I was going to say a water type. Now I didn't build up to 2 quite, but still going to be good enough because we get to the next one. And like I said, this will still KO the Dragonair, even though it's not very effective, because we will still do about 70% of their health, even you know, if they had that much health left, because that's just a crazy amount of damage with Shadow Frenzy Plant. Next game met with a Deoxys, so we do have to look out for that Psycho Boost. The first one will KO, the second one will not, and then the counter damage was not going to be enough to take us out afterwards. Therefore, we will win this matchup if we play this right. We shielded up the first Psycho Boost correctly. Good, good, good. Next one, let it go, and then going for that Frenzy Plant to take out this Deoxys unless they want to shield it up. They let it go, we farm them down. Can we get to a Frenzy Plant? Oh, heck no, unfortunately. And they bring in a Dugong. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Vigoroth here. Now, Icy Wind, of course. And then we're going to go Rock Slide, which is super effective to them. And since they lowered our attack, I don't think they're going to want to shield this up. And they let it go. I think we counter them down. No, we get to the Body Slam. Yeah, definitely not going to. I don't want them to hit me with another Icy Wind here. So we're just going to go ahead and take them out with that. Oh my gosh, they used a shield. What the hell? Even if they have, the only thing we will lose to in the back. Oh, never mind. I thought I had Venusaur. So they have an Aurorus. We bring in the Suicune and they immediately back out. They already know it's a wrap. One Scold would have been enough. Look at the Mud Boys in the front. Yeah, that's what happens when you have about, 3 games or 3 days worth of bad leads, and then it starts giving you a couple of good leads to bring back that percentage. And then once you get that percentage back up, then they hard counter you again, all over again. Oh yeah. All right, so we're doing this whole song and dance thing again with the Frostlass, and they're bringing in a Lantern here. Now, they're going to farm up quite a bit, but check out all these Scolds and how much it does. Not very effective. Yeah, this is why Suicune is just right now. This is amazing. This is perfect. If you have one, give it a shot. It's not a bad investment. A little steep there for that secondary move, but it's another fun pick. All right, anyways, bringing in our Vigoroth to kind of, again, absorb these moves. If you're thinking, well, what? Venusaur would absorb all of them, not very effective. Yeah, but it still kind of hurts, and I want to hold on to that health. It just works out this way, okay? It just works out. So at this point, we can let this go. Yeah, it's pretty much enough to take us out, plus another Spark, but we have the Vigoroth in the back, and we were prepared for that, and we're taking that win. Next game, show me something good. A Lantern. Yeah, we love it. We love it. Frostlass. Here we go again. Deja vu. What do you know? See, everybody's doing the same shit. Like, there's no individual thought. It's crazy. Anyways, poke, that's just the play. Everybody's using the same Pokemon. Gosh. Don't defend people anymore. I'm sick and tired of this. Anyways, think for yourselves, people. Come on. It's not too hard. Well, yeah, in this day and age, it probably is, but I wouldn't know anything about it being difficult. Thinking outside the box, I've always been that person who's just always done its own individual thing. When I see a group of people doing something and everybody's like agreeing, I'm not that person who just wants to disagree with the group to be cool or whatever. I'm critical thinking. And that's the word for it. All right. We're turning this into some weird old lecture thing. All right. Taking the win. They back out. They do not like that situation. Venusaur said, get you out of here. Let's keep it going. Next game. What are we going to see here? Oh, see, there it is. They're like, nah, now you need to lose. They throw the hardest counter pretty much, other than a Skarmory. Actually, Golbat, that's another one that will kind of shut down Venusaur. But the thing about Golbat is, yeah, it resists all the moves, but Frenzy Plant still hurts like a son of a gun. Still do a decent amount. All right, Vigoroth up against, what do we have here? Gligar. Okay. We have 2 shields. I think we're going to shield this up and try to counter them down here. Fantastico. All right, what you going to bring in that Golbat? Great. We're going to go ahead and go for our Rock Slide here. And they let it go because everybody knows Vigoroth is running Rock Slide now. All right, bringing in the Suicune because we do have the Ice Beam to take care of this Golbat. Hitting me with a Poison Fang, letting it go. They're bringing in a Jellicent. We're bringing in our Venusaur with the energy still on our Suicune, so we're going to be able to hit that Golbat in a little bit here. Letting the Shadow Ball go because I thought they would go for a Surf Bait. Frickin' hell. Frickin' hell. Are you kidding me? This is such bullish. I was so pissed off. Okay. How are we going to pull this off? Snarl. And then having Ice Beam right when we're done. Oh, no. That's got to be Surf. We're going to survive. That's Surf. And come on, Ice Beam. This will KO the Golbat. And there you have it, folks. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you do, turn notifications on. And I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
So you're finally here! Fantastic!